Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Sylvia again. Welcome to my file. Yes, before I proceed, I would like to thank you guys in a very special way. I am so happy, as in I don't know how to express my gratitude. I'm seeing the views, the clicks, the subscribe, the comments. Keep it coming. It means that what I'm doing is interesting you guys. Thank you so much for always being there for me. Maybe one of these days I'm going to give shout out to all the people I'm seeing in my page. So today we are going to just be doing one little question and answer and advices as well that will come from this topic. It is a topic that every relationship now is supposed to be seeing. This particular video is about all the long distance relationship and the closed relationship. Which one is preferable, which one is okay, the advantage, disadvantage, all of that is going to be talked in this video. So, but I'm not going to do it alone because I have a friend who has always, you guys have seen her before. We are going to analyze this topic the way it's going to be okay for you guys. So help me and welcome my very good friend Vivian Mba. So guys, we are here. We are just going to be talking on this particular topic, long distance relationships. More like a question, but before then I would like to know what my guest, how she sees this long relationship thing. I mean, I know I to be honest, I don't think I really fancy the long distance relationship thing. Is not my thing, to be honest with you. I don't know how others cope, but I don't feel I'm going to vibe
with it.
Yes, so I don't know
how. For me, I actually prefer it because I hate somebody stalking me or calling. I just don't like seeing you all the time. See choices. So I don't like it. Choices. I don't like seeing you around, so I prefer long distance. I'm actually in a long distance relationship and it's very preferable for me. Easy. It actually makes me independent, like doing things on my own. You won't even know I have somebody. Okay, so I actually prefer it.
You see, choice differs when it comes to this relationship. I don't really like long distance relationship because I feel I really need to be seeing the person I'm communicating with most times. Sometimes we hang out, talk, but fun. Now you see there is a total different thing from what I'm saying. So, now the first question is like, how do you feel that in that your long distance relationship, the guy that you are dating, how do you think, what made him to get you, like how did he get you into that relationship?
It didn't start with a long distance relationship. We were together and then all of a sudden it became a long distance relationship because I graduated, we are no longer in the same environment and all of that. So it's easy for us because we try to communicate, we call, though it's hard. Like right now we miss each other. We want to see ourselves, but it's not possible because of some circumstances. So it's hard when it comes to the missing terms, but in the calling aspects we try to keep up. I'm not on social media right now, but we still try to keep up. It's hard, obviously, but it just has to do with trust a lot. Because if the person does not trust you, it's really very hard, because you may be thinking you're seeing another person and you may be thinking he's seeing another person. But when there's a trust, because we already know each other before the long distance, so there is a trust already made. So to me it's easy, like quite easy.
Okay, I'm just saying, based on like someone who actually, maybe for the first time you're seeing the guy is actually on social media, or maybe of course the social media, or by calling, that you get to know the person. But in your own case, you already know the person. But the issue is that there was a long distance. Okay, so now I don't even know how people who actually meet someone, maybe via phone call, or maybe a friend found you, or parents linked up, or social media stuff. So I'm being worried about how do they manage to get that relationship going, because even if they are going to see maybe once in a while, you didn't really get to know that guy very well before the distance. Do you get that? I wish I could get that kind of someone who has that kind of situation, and maybe explain to me in the comment section how they cope and all of that.
I actually have a friend that got married to somebody she met online.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they actually met each other online on Facebook. They usually chat once in a while. The guy is not even in the country, and they chat once in a while. They keep chatting, talking, video calling.
That's a good one.
And after a while, the guy came back. December period, they normally come back. So he came back to the States, like he came back to Nigeria, and they hung up and started chatting. From the first day, the guy was like, "This is my wife," and she was like, "No man, you just want to use that one and tease me and get me." So after everything, they started linking up. Next thing, the guy was like, "For real, I want to marry you." She was not still taking it serious till one day the guy proposed. And they've not really known each other very well. The guy proposed, they did a traditional marriage. Now she's pregnant.
They are in abroad together?
No, they are still in Nigeria, but in Lagos.
Wow.
And they're living very, oh God, the guy loves her.
I feel
like
that kind of situation comes like a lock.
Yeah, it's a lock stove because that guy loves her like mad.
Yeah,
some kind of attitude she used to put up. Like sometimes she'll be like, okay, let me quarrel this guy. Know if this guy really
is truly the
person. I mean, he is.
He just really
the guy is in.
That guy is really good, to be honest. Because I know that I'm not just exaggerating, but I mean 50% of all this long distance relationship, there's always
story behind it.
Going on.
Yeah.
Yes. So
it's not really a smooth one.
Okay, what is the good part of that long distance relationship?
One is that it makes the lady or the guy from my own understanding.
Okay.
I feel it makes them independent more. Okay. It makes them I don't know the word.
Okay, let me help.
It makes them focus on what they are doing.
Okay. Do you think it balances their mind? Like you get to balance your mind in the relationship. Like you get to be the one controlling your emotions this time because
it
the
makes
person
you
is not really
just like me. It makes me control my emotions to the last. Before I'm very, very emotional. Like my emotional level, I'm not sure it's up to 2%, but now it's growing like very well. I can say I'm 90 now. It makes me control my emotions. When something happens, I don't panic.
Okay.
Unlike before, yeah, because I've not tried it before. This is my first time, and it makes me like feel okay, balanced, emotional. Like I don't really trigger for a lot.
Okay, that's really cool. I mean, I've not been in one, so that's why it sounds so odd. But at least I'm seeing that there is some sense to the long distance relationship. Now, what makes the long distance relationship special? Like, what do you think makes it special?
For me, the fact that you guys, most people, they try to understand each other on phone because they don't see each other, and when they get to meet, they value any small moment they have together.
Okay, yeah, you have a point there. But what if don't be not that I'm taking you too fast, but what do you think there'll be a little pretense?
I think that one is a personal stuff. Okay. Like it depends on your personality, because if you're real, you're real. You're not trying to pretend for somebody.
Okay.
But I think it happens in long distance relationship, because most people try to pretend so that their partner will see them nice and all of that till they get to meet each other and stay together. They start seeing a lot of higgy haga in their relationships. But for me, I don't fake it. So, and the person I'm with, I feel he doesn't fake it too. So I don't feel that way. Like we're pretending. I don't feel like that, but it happens.
Okay. When it gets to my own turn, I feel that it's more okay for me to be seeing the man once in a while, like the close relationship part. At least it helps me to. I'm this kind of person that really wants to know who I'm really going to be into.
Yeah, it helps in bonding.
Yes, and it helps me to see some of the weaknesses that you may possess that probably I have not seen.
Yeah.
I may decide to trigger one or two because you're close by. I can easily. I'm just saying the close based on maybe you are staying in the same country, or maybe the states we are is not really that far. Although there are people that will stay in the same country, but they can't see themselves for a very long time. But I mean, states that are really close, it will be more easier for you to communicate and know the person more, and the person will know you more, because when you from that relationship, I mean, it's graduating to marriage, so you feel you should know everything that you know. You must not know everything anyway.
Yeah, but at least the main major red flags should be known.
It's part of the reason why I think it makes it special for you to be close by to the guy. Okay, so moving to the next question. Okay, how do you think people keep a conversation deep in a long distance relationship? Like
basically video calls, because when you're video call, you're actually seeing this person.
All thanks to the electronic wall.
Yeah, you're actually seeing this person. You guys get to talk. You're seeing this person's facial expression when you say something to them. Maybe when you say I love you, you see that facial expression.
And you can the body language from
exactly.
There. Okay.
If the person is faking it, I will know. I don't know for you, but if you truly love somebody and the person should say I love you and is on video call, for me, I can tell if this guy is just telling me because I said it. Okay. But sometimes when you tell me, I don't reply because I want to feel it. I don't want to return back. I must not say it back to you.
Yeah.
So video call helps to know if, like, it gives deep conversations a lot. Video call helps. Then for calls, when you guys are actually this kind of friend that can keep conversation, from this one to the other one, you guys keep going deep, even planning future when you know that I'm not sure if we're getting married, but because of how interactive you both are, you guys can.
And again, if you're into that person, it makes you put up the conversation.
Yes, you know details of what to
pay
say.
Attention to everything. Okay, that's nice. When it comes to close relationship, I feel that maybe going on a date with the guy is going to make sense to me, and then you get to know maybe some manners around the guy because you're close to the guy. Maybe pay visits sometimes, and or maybe he pays visits. You see, it's a kind of way you get into deep conversations with the guy and know the person more. That's what I feel anyway. So moving to the next question. Okay, what do you actually look for in a relationship when it comes to you that is in a long distance relationship?
Okay. For me first, in general, aside the long distance and the close by, one, God fearing.
Okay.
Somebody that we can strike conversation for a long time, like really long time. Somebody that is smart, that maybe if we're interacting, I may say something that is wrong, you correct me. Stuff like that. Somebody that can correct and accept, intelligence-wise, and a very playful person. Even we're not close, but the sense of humor should be high because we're not close. You get somebody that can accept jokes very well.
Make you feel very comfortable.
And even somebody that we're not close, but you want to interact with my siblings. You want to know, like, people around me. If you should hear any noise when we're on call, you can just be like, who's that person?
Having your interests
at heart. Yes, exactly. Like, you want to know something that is happening around me, not just me.
I don't really know that these things work for long time. Wow, that's nice. Well,
very well.
Okay, when it comes to short relationship, like close relationship, let me not use the word short. I feel what I really want is somebody that is communicative. It is very essential. It's not just about the love, and it's the commitment now. I shouldn't be the only person putting into the relationship. I would want to see enough from the other side, like the guy. So, and it's going to impress you more that whatever you are doing is progressive. And I like someone that is really who he is, like who you are. Even if that thing is not really good, but at least I really know that this is who you are, and you didn't hide it. Like pretending at the end of the day, the marriage will not last.
Pretending is actually a red flag.
Okay, so this is one of the things, and I hope you guys are listening, because for a lot of us that have long distance relationship, it will really go a long way for you guys. And if there is a way you could mend some of the things you're doing and make it more spicy, you listen more. It's around that kind of situation. So, okay, the next question is there any disadvantage in a long distance relationship?
Of course, man.
I should be expecting that because I'm waiting for that aspect.
Of course, the disadvantage is the person may be cheating on you and you don't know. You may trust this person, but you don't know. I mean, we're human beings. You don't know if this person is cheating. They can lie for you. They may be here and tell you they are there. You don't know. You cannot call the person on video call. That means you don't trust that person.
That's true.
You don't know what they are doing at the moment. That's just the disadvantage. You're just blind. You just accept what they tell you. That is just the thing.
Okay, we're still in the same boat when it comes to close relationship, because somebody can actually cheat on you right under your nose. It's possible. It's possible. It happens. And that one is very
that one, you see the shot
and
close by.
It's heartbreaking because
you will just want to die.
Yes, it hurts more than that long distance, because let's assume you don't really know how it happened, and then you don't care to know. But somehow when you're close, you find out, and sometimes maybe 60% you may even know
the person, or you've read something like that, but you just want to
it's just really
and
bad
then
and
later
hurtful. It also has disadvantage. So why are we saying these things? We are saying that both this long distance and it's close,
it's just God.
Everything is just for you to find the right person that is good for you and pray about it.
Honestly,
that's just it. Even if you get that person that you guys are living in the same streets, it still doesn't make that person to change who he or she is.
Even if you carry camera and hung on that person, the person should go out.
The person can always find a way out.
Move it, so do what they want to do.
Anybody that is giving the person.
Question for you.
Okay.
What's your love language?
My love language,
love. People have act of service. Like for me, my own is act of service. There are some people that don't like act of service. There are some people that don't like gifts. There are some people that just love quality time.
I love attention.
There's like quality time.
And then attention.
Yeah, quality time is among.
Because
an
I think
act of
it makes
service.
me become more into you.
Yes, yeah.
Than gifts can come and go. Gifts can spoil. I mean, nobody does. I mean, I like gifts. That one is there, but that time and attention you have with your partner is worth more than anything.
Yes.
That's why you see some people when they are too attached to themselves, if anything happens to the other person, it's only grace of God that you'll be praying for the other.
Yes, to survive it.
So that is why we need to understand the person you're dealing with in this, whether close or distance. Moving to the next one, what advice would you give to people that are in long distance? As an experienced person in this kind of situation, you need to give them, because I know that out there, people that are watching us, there are people in that long distance, and they might even be looking for help. They may not be able to say how they feel, because they'll be like, if you tell somebody how you feel, they'll be like, this girl is expressing too much. Maybe she may want something like intimacy. Nobody should, because the guy is somewhere far from her, or the girl is somewhere far from her. So you shy away from saying how you feel and all of that. So I feel you could just help out to tell them one or two about how to cope. Just like one of them is the way you said you handle your emotions. Like it helps you build it to get your self-control when it comes, because the person is not really close. It makes you build walls around. Of course, there are some guys out there that will be asking about, because you know you have somebody. It helps you build the wall around you against this.
Okay, like for me, my own experience, I would say that a lot is just coming to my head, but should I just say, I don't know. I don't know what to say, to be honest.
You just have to say one or two things. It's not a must that it must go to, like how they could cope. Like
for me, I think
the communication thing
calls, like most important, highly important. Something you should notice about your partner is you should know the time they like to receive calls. Like he is not a calling person and I'm not a calling person. And night is actually a very calm day for us, so that all those pepper body no
the
go
stress,
yes, maybe
stress.
Yes, after stressing,
although depending on the
day,
place he or she is,
yes,
some people might be in outside this country,
yes,
and our time and theirs are not
the same. So you have to be considering all those stuff. Like somebody you're in love with, you should know details about this person. There are some kind of questions you should ask the person. It must not be how do you like it, or like sexual parts, like other aspects, like okay, what time do you get ready for work, stuff like that. You want to know when this person is coming back from work. You want to know when this person is going for lunch, so that you don't just call them in the wrong time. You feel me? So if you're with somebody, you should try to get details. It's really important.
Okay, I will, just like you said, coming to that sex aspect of it, we're just trying to be original. Do you think that all these video chats, like some people do the sex video chats and all, maybe sex chatting normally on social media, does it really help? Like, because I feel some people, I think they are complaining that like 50% of this situation end up making you being masturbating. Yeah, it does. Which is it's very, very, I think they said it's not health wise, it's not really good. Yeah. So do you think it's going to be an avenue that will have a little loophole around that relationship? Yes, it will, because you're already matured and you've tried this thing, you're not a virgin. So once in a while you have the urge to meet your partner, but then you know your partner is not here, so you don't have to center it there. Like the aspect of guys checking me or girls coming after him, stuff like that, you already know you have somebody. So I mean, what are you using them to do? That doesn't mean you should like scare everyone around you away. Just keep them as friends if you think they are really worth being your friends. You get, like, I cannot just scare somebody, because I mean, I don't know if the person I'm scaring out because of this person will be the person I'll end up with. So you just keep them aside. You just know that okay, there's nothing between me and this person, we're just friends. I cannot stand and still call you. I can't call you. If you call me, I'll pick your call, answer you normal. But him is the only person that on my own I can just call this person and check up on him. Okay, that is nice. So my advice to the close relationship, I feel you should just be yourself and let your partner, allow him or her to be him or herself. Absolutely. And then by that way you understand each other that more. Kind of person, because there are some people that always want to, in that relationship, they want to be the one that is sailing the ship. Do this. So it's better that you guys sail the ship together. So when you start noticing that the ship is about to sink, it will be easier for you than you start feeling like you have always been the one sailing this ship since. So allow the nature to do the job.
Don't just control anything.
Try to know the person. Try to find out the weak points. Try to always, it's not just the guy that is taking the girls out. You as a girl, try to take your man out.
Sometimes do something crazy.
If you have money,
yes,
just try to surprise them in one way or the other. Maybe that's, you're trying to build more love and more communication. And I hope this message helps any young lady out there or anybody in that relationship, both long and close distance relationship. We're going to be bringing it to the end, this segment. But if you like this communication, I would like you to always drop a comment in the comment section so that we'll talk more about whatever you need us to talk about. Once again, I'm thanking you guys. I'm seeing the improvement on my YouTube channel. And I pray that God blesses you guys.
Amen.
And one of these days, I'm going to give most of you a shout out so that you know how I feel. Thank you so much for always being here to watch me. And catch you guys next time in our next video. Same time. See you guys.